There's an effort in the Louisiana legislature right now to give victims of child sex abuse more time to come forward with claims against their abusers.
Kimberly Kurth has details of the proposal.
State Representative Jason Hughes of New Orleans says he has an obligation to victims of child sex abuse to fight on their behalf.
Since I have filed this bill, I have heard from victims from around the state. I have also heard from families, unfortunately, victims that took their lives because it was just so overwhelming.
Hughes recently filed House Bill 492. The legislation would give survivors of child sex abuse more time to come forward with a claim against their abuser in civil court.
This bill would extend the statute of limitations from 10 years to 35 years because unfortunately, children that are victims of child sexual abuse face so much trauma. They face embarrassment, and oftentimes it takes them many years before they're ready to actually come forward and face their predator.
Sex abuse survivor Richard Women, who is also president of the organization Survivors of Childhood Sex Abuse, supports the bill and says it's long been needed, especially when you consider most victims aren't ready to come forward until well into adulthood.
It raises awareness. It lets the victims and survivors know that the people, the leadership of the state care. It lets them know that the constituents care about them, their safety and their sanctity. And I think it'll go a long way for those souls who suffer in silence, though, to finally have an avenue or a vector for healing.
Hughes says his bill is about empowering victims and giving them justice.
It's about helping them bring some sense of closure, and it's also about exposing these predators.
Representative Hughes says he will bring his legislation forward this legislative session in the next couple of weeks. Kim.